Welcome to tonight's broadcast of Eagle Football. I'm Sam Taylor here with Ryan Keith, getting ready to bring to you tonight's matchup between the Florence Eagles and the Brookhaven Panthers. Ryan, tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see from the Brookhaven Panthers tonight.
Yeah, so interesting matchup in that district play is starting, and these two teams are on a similar stretch of ball games. Brookhaven won their first 2 games of the season, have then dropped the next 4, whereas the streak is not as long. They dropped their next 3. Okay, so now both of these teams come in, on 3-game losing streaks. So with something to prove, not just with quote-unquote the preseason. I'm using coach's terms here.
That's a term he's used before.
Right, so not just coming out of that schedule of the portion of that schedule we're going through, these teams both have chips on their shoulders. We believe that both of these teams are competitive football teams. They're very good at what they do. And now district play brings another edge to not just Florence, but to Brookhaven as well, a team that won one singular game a year ago, but we know as a program is a lot better than that. So, Sam, tell us a little bit about Brookhaven, their style, and what Florence can expect tonight.
You know, Brookhaven is a team that is going to try to spread you out on offense. They've got a great athlete in Gayton,
yep.
Who plays running back for them and was selected to one of the Mississippi South Half All-Star teams that they select from really talented players throughout the state. And so we know you're going to get a heavy dose of him. We also know that Brookhaven is typically a really well-coached team. They've had the same coach for a long time. And so we expect to see just really good, solid football out of them. One of the things that I think is going to be interesting tonight is to see kind of where these two teams stack up. I think most people would say that these are your 2 favorites to win their district.
Yeah.
But so far, this far into the season, I think both teams have been as much defined by their close losses as they have been by their wins. Florence doesn't have yet what you would call a real marquee win. They have beaten some teams that they expected to beat, and they have lost 3 games in very close fashion.
Dramatic fashion.
A total of 5 points between them. But you feel like because of the way that they lost and the caliber of the opponents that they were playing, they are ready to have a breakthrough win. Brookhaven, to some degree, although not in as close a fashion with the point totals, has also been defined by some teams, some really, really good teams that they have played really, really well. They played Pearl and played them close. They played Northwest Rankin and didn't play them quite as close, but still gave them a game, especially early. And they played Macomb and played them close. And so I think we're going to find out tonight really who is the favorite in region, I believe it's 3-5A.
Yep. And it is for Florence. You talk about the caliber of teams that we played. We were able to talk with Coach a little bit about Hancock really played always tough. And they were a team that we felt like was above us, obviously above us in 6A. We felt like our boys had a chance to go down there and win that football game. But, boy, did they defend their turf well. They defended on homecoming well and made it tough on us. But we know what kind of caliber program Hancock, Mendenhall, and Holmes County that came down here and played us in Florence. We know what type of level of competition we were playing against. And the confidence that you can have, even despite those losses, comes from just watching this football team play. Now,
You know, one of the things I'm interested to see tonight, thinking about the different teams that we have played and the type of competition and the losses that we have taken. Ryan, there is a fine line between battle-tested and battle-weary.
Yep.
And I think we're going to find out tonight if Florence and the competition and the losses that they have taken have gotten them prepared so that they are battle-tested and ready for this game, or if it's made them battle-weary. They have been in some very physical football games, some very difficult football games, not just from a standpoint of how the course of the game flow went, but emotionally. To be right there at the end of so many of those games and come up short 3 times in a row, I hope that we're going to see the Florence Eagles respond in a significant fashion and find out that tested them and proved to them that they are ready for this type of football game and to get a win.
That's right. And I know we're approaching about 14 minutes till the pregame festivities go on, but I'm going to go ahead and give you, you can just call these keys to success. And these are going to sound very generic, but just watching our boys play, I got 3 things that I want to see tonight, Sam, and that I want to see the boys do well. Number one, I want them to be passionate runners. I want the O-line to get back to doing their thing, to making those pulls, to being physical, get back to moving defensive lines. I really feel like that is something they can accomplish tonight. I want to see us move through the tackles, but I want to see us in a dynamic way of being able to get back outside. And in those moments where we've said, wow, we're just running at will. I want to get back to running the football. Number 2, I want to tackle well. We have got to tackle guys well. This is 2-3 weeks in a row at moments. Last week particularly, we just didn't wrap up well. We had good pursuit to the football. Did we have as many hats to the football as I'd like to see? Not at times, but even when we did, just not wrapping up well. So I want to see us wrap up extremely well. And number 3, I want to get back to special teams theatrics. I feel like Florence was changing ball games and landscapes of ball games with our special teams. I want to see us kick point afters well. I want to see us get since Boykin's been back, we haven't seen that ball go flat a bunch, and when it has, it's been kicked kind of deep. I want to get back to kicking at those up-backs and maybe potentially, Sam, gain an extra possession that the offense is so desperately needed at points and times over these past couple of games.
That's proven important, and we have seen, I don't mean this critical, but a little bit of drop-off as far as the special team success from early in the year to the last 3 games. And some of that may be due to the level of competition, but I also think some of that is just attention to detail and execution that our guys are capable of and that you want to see them. Early in the season, we weren't seeing missed extra points. We've missed, I believe, 3 in 2 weeks, and I'm not including blocks. I'm just talking about
just
balls
misses
that were kicked that just didn't go through the uprights. And those are miscues that can make a big difference over the course of a 1-point game or a 2-point game. In addition to that, you mentioned the kickoffs and the creativity of that. I think Coach Davis has wanted to continue that, but we just haven't executed it as well the last couple weeks. Obviously, other teams have seen that on film and have gotten ready for it. But hopefully we'll see some more execution related to special teams tonight. And I'll add one more key that will also be generic, and that is something that has hurt Florence in some of these close games is – not turn the football over.
That's right, yeah.
We have turned the football over in a few key situations, and I really feel like we need to play clean tonight. That Mendenhall game we've talked about was a really close game, and Florence just didn't play clean really in any way. They were heavily penalized. The offense was out of rhythm, and they never really gained any kind of sustained success. And we saw at the end of the game they kind of got back into form and were able to do some things. If they play well-disciplined like they have most of the year in that game, that's a game they probably win instead of lose. And we did see a little better I think a little better execution last week. I think they were more careful with the football last week, even though we did lose a turnover. It's one of those situations where – when you're in ball games where one play or two makes the difference in the game, you want those play or twos to be plays that you were in control and that you didn't help the other team. And in what looks to be a matchup of evenly matched teams tonight, I think turnovers may play a big difference.
Absolutely. And not only that, and our goal in this pregame show is to not sit here and critique what Florence has done. We've done nothing but rave about these guys, the way they've been able to play physical football and fun football. This 3-3 has been one of the most exciting 3-3s that you could sit back and watch and have the privilege to call. So don't take this as critical of, they're just trying to figure out what all we need to work on. But we got to be through all stretches just disciplined. I mean, the penalties, the after-play penalties, the face mask, and all these things of procedure penalties, of false starts, and all these things got to clean up because, like you're saying, field position is going to be huge now that we're in district play. We play a style of football on both sides of the football where field position is absolutely key. We want to get you, and we want to be in those tight situations. And I'm telling you, if you can't flip the field, if you can't make Brookhaven's offense or anybody's offense for the rest of this schedule drive 70 yards, 65 yards to get their points, it's going to be trouble. And our offense kind of gets bogged out and run down. We kind of have to get away from who we are when we can't get field position in our favor.
That makes such a huge difference. You see Coach Davis play to the strengths of his team often in the way that he calls the game and the way that he coaches the game, really wanting for his offense to dictate the pace of the game. And you have to be able, like you mentioned, to be disciplined and run the football on offense and be able to not give up conversions and extra yardage on penalties with that style. Because on defense, we play a similar style where we are willing sometimes to give up some yards.
Yep.
And we're willing to let you have some small pieces, knowing that the strength of our defense really lies when the field's a little shorter.
Yep.
We struggle a little bit in space because we don't have a ton of speed on the back end. But when we get into the red zone, that field shortens up. Our defense really is tough, and so they're willing to give up some yards sometimes to not give up the big play. But in order to do that, when your defense is going to stay out on the field sometimes for 5, 6, 7 or more minutes at a time, you can't come back and then give the offense a short field or put them back out on the field immediately before you give them some time to rest. So that'll be important tonight as we move into this big district matchup between the Brookhaven Panthers and the Florence Eagles. We're just about 8 minutes from kickoff. And so why don't we get a commercial break in? One of the things we want to do each and every week is encourage you guys to go visit our sponsors. Tell them how glad you are that you're seeing the ball game and that they are sponsoring that. Also, go ahead and take this time to go ahead and share this feed so that other people can go ahead and watch it. Just click share on that and tell people, hey, tune in, watch the Eagles. And while we are doing that, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the kickoff of this football game when we come back to the Eagle Sports Network.
ESISupply.net.
It's not if you're going to have a spill at your business or workplace, it's when.
ESISupply.net.
Exorbitant pads by the bundle or roll.
ESISupply.net.
Sock neck boom products, oil gator, oil dry, spill kits, and much more.
ESISupply.net.
Take it from Scary Gary.
If it can spill, it's gonna.
ESI Supply, 601-933-4910. That's 601-933-4910 or online at
ESISupply.net.
A good roof keeps the rain off, the wind out, the air in. And a great roof is the last one you'll ever need. For over 40 years, Strength Roofing and Siding has been Mississippi's leading commercial and residential roofing company. From shingles to metal roofs, we take care of what's over your home so you can take care of what's inside. Because this is more than just a roof. It's a feat of strength. Strength Roofing and Siding. Call for a free inspection and estimate today.
Welcome back to Eagle Football here on the Eagle Sports Network. Just under 6 minutes to go till kickoff between the 3-3 Florence Eagles and the 2-3 Brookhaven Panthers. Don't let those records fool you. This is two good football teams tonight competing for what a lot of people think could be that top seed in Region 3-5A. Looks like it's going to be a great night for football. Had a little sprinkle come through earlier tonight. It is cool outside. The rain has stopped, and it looks like it's going to be a great night. One of the things I'm seeing all over the field tonight, Ryan, is a lot of pink. Tell us about what's going on with the pink shirts and the pink jerseys.
We talk a lot about football being the thing that could really bind a community together, and one thing that is amazing about that is when everybody gets on board with something. You'll see the coaches have the Florence Eagle logo on top of that pink, and that's for breast cancer awareness. All around the nation, you will see October kind of used as that month in which we remember breast cancer awareness. A lot of people would do kind of charities and a lot of those things. But football gets integrated in that as well from the highest level. You cut on game Sunday, guys will be wearing their pink. They'll have their towels and their gloves all the way down here to Florence, Mississippi. You're going to see those repping that pink, and I just love what football is able to do nationwide, and then even in small towns like Florence. I know, Sam, I've had family members and friends affected by breast cancer, and it's just amazing to see awareness brought to such a cause, and it's amazing that Florence and our football program is on board with that as well.
Yeah, and so shout out to those survivors, for those who are still battling that great disease, and just keep up the good fight. As we've got the captains now out tonight, the captains for Florence tonight are number 2, Cortland Bate, number 11, Luke Reed, and we've also got number 8, Titan Edmondson out. And then we've got some captains for Brookhaven. It looks like I see number 21, number 9, 63, and I can't get the other numbers there. As the White Hat, the officiating crew tonight, I'm sure going to do a great job. They're explaining what will happen on this coin toss, making sure everybody's on the same page. And we got 68 also there. Looks like Florence has won the toss and elected to receive. And both teams shake hands, and they're going to run back to their respective sidelines. We're almost ready for football. Here we have our JROTC coming out to present the colors.
Always a fantastic job by the Big Red Band in leading us in our national anthem. And we are just now approaching. We are on the back stretch, if you will, to getting this game kicked off. We love having the Big Red Band. We also love when everything on our end works great, that we can bring you these pregame festivities. As you will see, the guys are gathered down in the end zone over there towards our practice field, and you will see them break through that Florence Eagle sign, and that's when you know, Sam, kickoff is just right around the corner.
I'm excited to see a little uniform change tonight. Florence coming out in the all-black uniforms, got red helmets on tonight, and so be a little uniform change there. Nice to see that for tonight. And then Brookhaven is going to be in their black pants, white jerseys, and black helmets. Looks like all the guys are almost ready. Brookhaven not going to run through their sign, just going to go straight onto the sidelines. Cheerleaders for the Panthers a little disappointed that they're going to just roll their sign back up. They say, we're ready to play. We're not going down there. And here come the Eagles. Awesome scene as the lights flash. Let out with the flags. Coach Davis always ready to play football. Also in his bright pink shirt tonight. Always bringing the intensity. He's going to gather up his kick receiving team, and we're almost underway. Sam, I don't have the statistics on this, but for some reason in my gut, I don't really feel like we start on the receiving end of very many football games. So interesting decision to see how aggressive offensively we're willing to be with Brookhaven in town. Yeah, and it looks like there goes Coach Davis getting in his pregame sprint right there, bringing the intensity for his guys. And, it may be a sign of our plans tonight to try to get in control of this game early by taking this football. We'll see if we're able to do so. As here comes the kick. It's a low squib kick off to the right side, bobbled there by the up back and then covered immediately. And Florence is going to have their starting field position right about the 30-yard line.
Yep, so a similar style kicking, not with that ball sitting straight up, but with the trajectory that it took along the ground, as we're used to seeing our guys. And like many opposing players, we have a hard time covering that football up, but a good job of getting on it and making sure the offense gets a chance to run out there.
That shape of that football makes that an awful hard thing to do when it's bouncing end over end. Here comes the Florence offense. Looks like we're going to start out in the I formation. One receiver out to the left.
A lot of bodies for Brookhaven are along the line of scrimmage.
They give it to Quick off to the right side, and he is stopped up after maybe no gain on the play, maybe a gain of half a yard. Nice job by the Brookhaven Panthers defense on that very first play. It's just kind of power on power right there, and they get Quick stopped before he can get started.
Yep, you could see that Brookhaven early indications say that they're going to play very similar style to Hancock, putting a lot of bodies right there around the line of scrimmage saying, you're going to have to beat us in other ways than just running that football at the middle.
That's right. Just 4 down linemen, and it looks like a multitude of defensive backs, but they're all playing very close to the line of scrimmage. Nobody more than 5 yards deep right here. And it comes Quick off the right side around the right edge. He's going to be tripped up about the 40-yard line and then marked down just at about the 43-yard line, and that's going to be good for a first down.
Sam, you can put as many bodies as you want right there close to the line of scrimmage, but if you allow Zay or any of our playmakers to get out on the edge like that, you're going to have a hard time stopping them. But a good job. We haven't seen that edge on the O-line be set enough in games past to even break that out through that tackle there.
That's right. And that's a good sign if we're able to get to the edge early on that type of play call. This time back in the double wing. Again, no safeties for the Panther defense. They motion, give it to the fullback. And he is going to be brought down by a host of Panthers out just across the 45-yard line. Nice job again right there, kind of testing the interior of that Panther defensive line. Something we see Florence do a lot. When they've had a good outside successful run, they will come back and really test the middle. And we've got a Panther down here, so as they tend to him, let's get our first commercial break in. Stay tuned for more Eagle football right here on the Eagle Sports Network. That's the round. Welcome back to Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network. 2nd and 6 early in this football game for the Eagle offense. That Panther did get up and get off the field under his own power. This time the Eagles hand it off to the right side Nice blocking off the right side that time as he's hit early, Xavion Quick is, but then carries the pile forward. That's going to bring up 3rd and maybe 2 yards.
Sam, I would love to, if this was the NFL or college, we could kind of find this, but stats across all of Mississippi, I'd love to see where Zay ranks as rushing attempts so far in this season. It's good to see him lively and active early in this ball game. He has carried the football a lot for Florence, and they're going to continue to need him to carry the football down the stretch of this season.
Yeah, he was a little banged up last week. Looks like he is back to full speed so far this week. As the Eagles come out in the double wing, they shift to overload motion to the left side. Quick goes in motion. They give it to him on the left. He cuts back into the middle, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. Nice pursuit to set the edge by the Panther defense. And as he turns back up, nice pursuit on the backside, and that's going to bring out the punt team early in this football game for the Florence Eagles. Nice big stop early for that Panther defense. The Eagles hurry up to the line now. They fake it. He's got first down yardage and is free out to the right side. He's crossed the 30 and is going to go out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. When they hurried up to the line quick, you thought maybe they had something brewing. Panthers didn't look ready for that fake.
That's right.
And that's a big call early in this football game to keep this drive alive. Looks like I said that wrong. That's going to be the ball about the 29-yard line if I get these yard markers called correctly this week. Just under 9 minutes left to go in this football game. 1st and 10, Eagles from the 29. Looks like they're going to stay in the double wing. Nope, back in the I formation. They give it to the fullback off the right side. He's hit there right at the line of scrimmage. Is going to be stacked up for no gain. Had a little hole there back to the inside and just was trying to find the crease, and just couldn't seem to find it there. Nice job by the defensive end from Brookhaven to get him stopped up.
Like Sam said, it is 8:30 and counting here in the first quarter. It is still 0-0. This is the first possession of the game. I think we can get that scoreboard up for you on the live stream as soon as we can. We will have that for you, but just giving you an update until we get that up and active.
And the
Second
shotgun
down
here.
carry.
Reed keeps it out to the left. He runs into the official, has to run over the official. Not a lot of options for him there. He's trying to get into the open field. The official can't get out of his way, and all he can do is just barrel ahead. Looks like the official is back up on his feet, and that's a nice gain, something we've seen Florence do with some success. We know Xavion Quick can run the football, but Luke Reed shows he is able to run the football himself with a nice gain for a first down. Ball's going to be on about the 19-yard line. They stay in the I, this time with twin receivers to the left.
Reed gives it to the back man. It is Zay Quick. He's not going to get much, maybe a half yard or a yard or so.
He gets his helmet ripped off there. No flags come out.
Looks like he'll have to miss this play.
Yeah, he'll have to come off the field. Anytime your helmet comes off, if it's not penalized there, you'll have to come out for one play. Nice stop by the Brookhaven Panther defensive front. Again, we've talked about they are playing with no safeties deep. Everyone is within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's especially so as they are now here in the red zone. So the Eagles come out in the shotgun, motion to the right. Reed going to keep it off to his right, and he is hit hard there but falls forward and is going to be down, going to bring up 3rd down and maybe 5 yards.
Sam, with the aggression to go for it on the fake punt attempt, you would like to think this is 4-down territory. I know that points are essential. We have talked about, the closeness, but judging off of the aggressiveness so far, wouldn't be surprised to see the offense try to cut this to go in half here, maybe look to line up and go for it on 4th down. Would love to see them try some play action here and see if we can't sneak a guy behind that line of scrimmage there.
Brian Davis in the backfield. They do give it to him. He makes 2 men miss, and then is going to be stacked up for no gain on the play. So interesting decision here. Gaining no yards, they may decide to go ahead and kick this field goal.
That looks like the call. Boykin and the rest of the special teams will run on. So an early opportunity for Florence to take a lead in this football game, which is exactly what you want to do when you start out with the football.
Florence has had some struggles getting these balls between the uprights, getting holds down and kicks up and good. Let's see if they can execute early and maybe build some confidence in their kicking unit.
Reed the holder.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. And so the Florence Eagles will take a lead early here in this football game, 3-0. Stay tuned for more Eagle football right here on the Eagle Sports Network. Welcome back to Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network. Florence, on their first possession of the game, takes the early lead 3-0 after a field goal. And that field goal was made possible after a big fake punt call at near midfield. And so with 5:51, Florence gets ready to kick off to the Brookhaven Panthers, and they will have the football for the first time in this football game. They fake to the line. Now back up, fan everybody out. The ball is on the tee upright, where they typically will either chip this thing or kick it deep. This time he is going to chip it. That's in a tough spot. It's caught by the up back just about the 45-yard line, and that's a nice job catching that football by number 4, who does not call for a fair catch. Difficult thing to do to keep your attention on the football, but he does it, and that's going to give his team good field position to start their first possession here in this first quarter.
Sam, we talk a lot about Brian Davis and his speed. He is lined up on the edge there strictly to catch that football. Now, a little football knowledge for you at home. 10 yards. The ball then becomes live and able for any team, the kicking team or the opposing team. So Hayden kicks that ball. The hope is that we touch it, recover it, we start on offense. But a good job there by the Panthers of covering it up.
Unless, of course, they call for a fair catch because it did hit the ground. But he didn't in that case. And now he gives the fake option. Quarterback's got it, keeps it. He's in the open field around the left side. He's going to be brought down on a nice open field tackle there near the 30-yard line. Just a simple read option play, fakes it to the running back, who is going to get a lot of attention tonight. That time the quarterback pulls it, keeps it for a big gain over the left side.
Yeah, Sam, don't look now because he just came off the field, but there was a particular number that we're used to seeing on offense there on defense. So interesting to see Zay getting a defensive snap there.
This time they come out 4 wide, twins to each side. Quarterback in the shotgun takes a snap. This time he gives it to the running back, who's around to the right side, makes a man miss, and he is headed to the end zone, and he will score. That is number 5, Xavier Gayton. We talked about him some in the pregame. See his elusiveness and speed. But you also see there is a yellow flag in the backfield here, and so it's going to be holding on the offense, and that's going to bring it back. Second chance for this defense here to get a better key and a better gauge on trying to slow down number 5.
2 plays, averaging about 28 a carry there. Florence got to find a way to wrap up a man and get there. Kind of did better closer to the line of scrimmage there, but kind of just missed a tackle, kind of laid down and took off there. So it'll be interesting to see how the defense adjusts to this read option style that we've seen. Got to figure out what Brookhaven's tendencies are and if they want to keep it more, hand it off more, what their tendencies are.
Yeah, and got a key on number 5. Again, this time,
yep, that's going to be
a little fake snap count, and it looks like Florence is going to jump across the line there. It is going to be encroachment on the defense as just a little too eager. Not watching the football, listen to the snap count, and that's going to make it a 1st and 5. Brookhaven stays in the shotgun. 2 running backs, 1 on either side of the quarterback. 2 receivers to the quarterback's left and 1 to his right. And this time you're going to have motion on the right guard from Brookhaven as the cadence by the quarterback and this silent snap count where he's clapping is really giving everybody fits. And so we're going to rerun this thing well, actually, I guess that's going to bring up, I'm looking at the yard marker, that's going to bring up first and 15 because of the previous penalty yardage.
Your snap cadence is pretty good if you're getting both sides to jump.
It's tough to keep up. Same formation for the Panthers.
Takes the snap. Number 5 moving to the right side of the field is going to be chopped down after a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. That'll set up a big second down. Today, Sam, we were kind of talking, just me and you, about second downs and how big they've been for the Florence offense. Well, the defense has done particularly well in these long situations. We had one game against Mendenhall where it felt as if we could not just get a stop on 3rd and long. So interesting to see in the first, second, and long situation what the defense does here.
This time he fakes the handoff, looking to throw under heavy pressure. We get a hand on him, can't bring him down. He makes another man miss and is running out to the left side. Is going to be knocked out of bounds there, short of the, or maybe right about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that'll get them almost back to the original line of scrimmage, closer to a 3rd and 10. Well, it looks like it may be a 3rd and long, 13 to go here. So not what you want. You want the sack there, but a good job of staying disciplined, staying in front of the runner, pushing him towards the sideline. Hey, sideline's undefeated. Get him over there. Get him over there. Get him out of bounds. It sets up a big 3rd down for the Florence defense.
They'll come out again in the shotgun. Running back offset to the quarterback's right. Trips to the right. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure. And he is going to be
that ball's
sacked.
loose, Sam.
Loose.
It's still loose. Oh, we got it. We got it.
Have recovered a fumble here on about the 46-yard line of the Panthers. Nice job by number 34 there for the Florence defense. That is Kason Harris. Gets heavy pressure, is going to sack the quarterback. Quarterback carrying the football a little low.
Florence does have the ball.
He strips the ball. Pressure. On about the 40, and man, don't sleep on how important that penalty flag was.
It's
to get
huge.
A touchdown
Absolutely.
Call back, and now you get a turnover.
Sam, we had talked about, let's think about it already. They want to run the football. What does 3rd and long do? It keeps you from running the football.
Can't run the football.
So when this is what we struggled with defensively, as the offensive lineup trips to the right.
Quick spread out this time. We are looking to pass. He's looking to pump.
He's going to pump it and pull it down. He does still have quick. That ball will be incomplete. But like I was saying, we have struggled mightily of getting those 3rd and long stops, number 1. But in those situations in which the turnover battle, in which how important it can be down the stretch, we mentioned it before, they get one early. This could be huge for the Florence offense.
Yeah, if we could go down and score right here, that's exactly what Coach Davis wants to continue to dictate the flow of this game. And he did something right there I've been waiting to see, was he split Xavion Quick out wide, trying to get him the football in some different space there. We do it again here on 2nd down as he's in the slot. Luke Reed in the shotgun.
Edmondson in motion. Reed takes a snap. It's a straight QB keeper.
Big hole off the left side, and Reed's going to have yardage up near a 1st down. You see them starting to use Quick more and more situations to try to take the attention to him.
Yeah.
And using him. Yardage up near a 1st down.
That line of scrimmage, take the attention back out wide towards Zay, and our playmakers can work between the tackles.
So 3rd and short here. The offense will come out still in the shotgun. I think it's Smith in the backfield. Luke's going to keep it, and he is going to be hit the line of scrimmage, but push forward across the 35-yard line, and he is going to have enough yards for an Eagle 1st down. Again, we see Florence just trying to take advantage of how this defense is adjusting to where Xavion Quick is lining up. When they split him out wide, they've got to give him some attention. They take advantage of the extra blocker, and Reed is having a good game so far running the football.
1st down, about 1:30 left in the 1st quarter. We're going to see I formation again. 2 wideouts to the right of Reed in the offense. Takes a snap. He hands it off to Zay. who had a hole there, and there was a defender kind of laying on the ground, does a good job of getting his left arm out and tripping Zay up. Looked like he could have had a chunk of yardage there.
Yeah, it looked like he had a chance to maybe break that one, kind of gets his feet tripped up in the pile there. But a nice job making a hole off that right side, maybe starting to see some early wear on this Brookhaven Panther defensive line and maybe some holes starting to open up. This is going to bring up 2nd and about 8.
High formation again.
Just under a minute left to go in this first quarter.
Reed takes the snap.
Looking to pass.
Jinx.
Rolls out to his right. He's got a man deep. Finds Edmondson. And that ball is knocked away at the last moment. Great play by number 4 for the Brookhaven Panther secondary as Edmondson turns, breaks deep. Luke Reed tries to get it out to him, maybe underthrows it just a bit as he's got 2 or 3 steps, and it allows the defensive back to recover. And as Edmondson goes up to get it at the highest point, so does the defensive back, knocks it away at the last second.
Yep, Sam, you'd love to see Luke recognize there's no defenders behind Edmondson, kind of get him moving towards that end zone. But that's a tough throw, moving to your right.
On the run.
You see him at the last minute,
Absolutely.
so a good job by Reed of kind of looking, keeping his eyes downfield, making a decent throw, just gets knocked away by the defense.
Brings up 3rd down as Reed's in the shotgun. He makes a man miss in the backfield, and he keeps it on the run again, and again should have yardage up near the 1st down as he's across the 25-yard line.
Early indication is 4th, so we'll see. I would imagine with about a yard to go that Coach Davis would trust the offense here to push, maybe Reed, maybe get behind him, seeing that Philadelphia Eagles action, the tush push, the brotherly shove, they're calling it. Just get behind your quarterback, push him a couple yards. So we'll see what the call is here on 4th and very short.
And that is something we've seen the Eagles able to do effectively multiple times is run that quarterback sneak and get the yards that are necessary. We'll see whether or not this takes place in this quarter. 6 seconds left on the clock, ticking down, a little motion. And a lot of extra excitement going on for the Eagle offensive line. They, I think, panicked there and call a timeout that is not sure. I couldn't see the play clock. I was trying to look and see if it was going to be necessary, but either way, we call a timeout. The clock is allowed to tick down to 0, and so I think we're going to come back after this timeout and have the 4th down play. Let's go to a commercial break. Stay tuned for more Eagle football right here on the Eagle Sports Network. Welcome back to Eagle Sports Network. 4th down play here for the Eagles. Motion to the right. Reed keeps it, and he is going to have yards, a good yardage for the 1st down. Nice job. The initial effort looks like he maybe slowed down, but then he does get that good push you mentioned to go ahead and carry for a gain of maybe a good 2-3 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up 1st down. It's also going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. And so since we just took a break, let's keep it right here as they change into the field. What do you see that you've liked so far in this football game from the Eagles, and what are we continuing to need to work on as we get into this second quarter?
Now, what I do like is controlling the clock and the football. The turnover battle is 1-0. We are winning that. Thankfully, we have been the more disciplined team so far. Thankfully, we did jump offsides there, but the big crucial penalty of the first quarter was the one that calls back the touchdown for Brookhaven, and that's where I'm going to talk about where I don't like. 1st and 10, 2 separate situations for Brookhaven, huge gashes. We get a favor, we get a gift, get it back, do a good job of punching that football out on 3rd and long, but we've got to contain a little bit more in the backfield, be more selective, send more hats to that read option. Maybe try to make him throw the football a little bit instead of just giving up that yardage. So the 1st and 10 run, as you'll see, is bottled up. That's quick on the carry. As you can see, maybe the rain has really started to come down here in Florence. I just noticed, I looked up the lights after that run. So the football, that changes football games. So
see the umbrellas popping out. Everybody realizes it's starting to rain at the same time. It changes it, and in some ways, I think maybe for the benefit
of Florence.
Of a team like Florence.
That's right. So
who wants to grind the football.
I had just mentioned making Brookhaven throw the ball. Well, they're going to have to run the ball. So the answer is to load the box, do as best as you can at staying disciplined to your assignment on those read options, and cover up. And if you're on offense, just keep pounding the ball.
Reed gives it off to his left to Quick, who spins to the outside. One thing that I liked from the Eagle offense in this half is they have done a good job taking advantage of what this Brookhaven defense is giving them. We see them really trying to pound this football right now, but we've gotten it off to the edges. We've thrown the ball when we needed to and taken advantage of the fact that they are playing so aggressive and tight to the line of scrimmage. Now we're in 3rd and long. We'll see if we're able to do that again here as we are ticking down at about 10.5 minutes probably by the time this ball is snapped here in this second quarter.
It would not surprise me with the rain coming down and how successful the QB run has been to see Reed maybe keep this and see how many yards he can get to maybe set up a field goal. He will keep it, and it's not going to be a ton of yards. So Boykin's kick did look good, but this is far, Sam. This is probably 4-down territory here in no man's land, caught between the punt and the field goal unit.
I think so. We do see some bodies coming on here, and so you're not going to punt from here, and it looks like you're going to go for it. And, again, we've talked about –
we've seen this play, Sam.
We got a little – here we go. We know what happens on this, and I can tell you right now the Panthers are not lined up well to defend this play. We've got them spread out, and they've only got 3 in the middle of the field. What we expect to see is Edmondson snap this ball and take off down the middle immediately, and then for Reed to try to throw the football to him.
Coach Davis, watching that play clock tick down, is going to use the second timeout of the half. But we did see that swinging gate type of formation again that we saw against Holmes County in a crucial moment. Coach Davis may be trusting this play as kind of a trickeration type play instead of just lining your offense up in kind of a bad situation, 4th and 11.
And I think a really smart move to send his guys out and see how Brookhaven was going to try to defend that play. Yeah. And based on what he saw, he may have liked it. Maybe he didn't like it. If he liked it, he may run it back out again. If he didn't, he may just call a play right here. As it is 4th down, and you do feel like Florence needs to try to continue to get points on the board. We've seen the explosiveness from the Panther offense, particularly from their running back. And so you know you're going to need some points tonight, and you feel like you got a chance to get some as the ball is on maybe the 23-yard line, it looks to me, of this Panther defense.
So we're going to see the offense here, see bodies like Zay Quick, Titan Edmondson, Brian Davis is out there. So we'll see what the formation looks like. We got 3 wideouts running to what will be the top of your screen, and Davis in the backfield with Reed. 4th and 11. He takes the snap. Not great coverage, but it's a screen setup.
Wow.
And there's not going to be much there for the Florence offense. So that'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers will take over at around the 29-yard line. And this is a far worse field position than they had last time. So you wanted to get points there, but that's that no man's land we're talking about, where you don't want to attempt a field goal, especially in these conditions where the wind will kind of start to pick up with these rain clouds coming in. So you don't want to punt. It doesn't make sense.
Not really in field goal range there. I did love the play call. In fact, it was set up really well. We miss a block there on the edge, and that's really all it takes to blow up a screen is one guy missing his block, and that's what happened on that play. We'll see if the defense can come back out and continue to force Brookhaven to try to do something besides hand it to number 5 and watch him run. This time they do give it to him off to the right side. Nice hit right there. Nice job in pursuit by number 34, who, again, was the man who caused the fumble and on their last possession. And then Brian Davis also coming up to make sure he only gets a gain of maybe 3 yards right there.
Now, I'm going to highlight a young man that did something on that play. I don't know if he ever got his hands on the ball carrier, but Cleon Woods, we saw him run out during the Mendenhall game or the Holmes County game where we needed some help with speed. Does a good job of forcing him back inside where his defense can clean up that tackle there.
This time he's looking to pass. He throws it quickly out to his left and misses his receiver for an incomplete pass. We talked about the elements and things like that. Again, tough to collect that football and throw it quickly, accurately and that's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, an interesting third down. This is 3rd and about 8 to go. You want to pass again, but these conditions are not really conducive for passing the football.
And you don't want to put the football in jeopardy again. You just turned it over, and they're going to go empty set here. Their big playmaker, number 5, is in the slot to the right.
I would look for something quick, Sam.
Trips
maybe
to the left.
Maybe a 3-yard.
He does throw it to him quickly, and he is going to be hit immediately there. And then a great job rallying to the football by the rest of the Eagle defense. Nice stop, as that's going to bring up 4th and 10. Job rallying to the football by the rest.
Young man to try to catch with that rain pouring down.
Including the punter.
Right.
He's got to catch it first. He does. And that's a nice punt.
Davis is just going to let this go, wave it off, and wherever it bounces is where we'll start our offensive drive. Looks like he throws
right about the 30-yard line. That's where he throws out his beanbag, and we'll see where he marks that up. As they take a break right here, let's go to a quick commercial break. Stay tuned for more Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network.
From shingles to metal roofs, this is more than just a roof. It's a feat of strength. Strength Roofing and Siding. Call for a free inspection and estimate today.
Welcome back to Eagle football, as the Eagles have the football now with 8 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in this second quarter. It's 1st down and 10 as they give it to Edmondson around the left side. He's got room around the left side as he's going to be knocked out of bounds there as he crosses the 35, maybe to the 36-yard line.
Now, Titan's going to love that 6 or 7 yard carry, but he ran about 20 yards to get 6 or 7, and that is traditional with those sweeps. So good to see that we're still having success with those carries.
That's a nice 1st down gain right there to put you in 2nd and short. This is kind of where Florence offense likes to be. They like to stay in 2nd and short, 3rd and short, not get stuck behind the chains because they do want to run the football, and especially as the rain continues to come down, that will prove to be more and more important. The offense in the double wing now. Motion shifts to the right. Quick motions. They give it to the fullback, who is stacked up there after a short gain. Really a quick whistle there by the officials as Smith, I believe it is still fighting for yards. And they kind of blow it dead as he's spinning off a man, but he does a good job getting left.
Maybe a 3
immediately there, and then a great job rallying to the football by the rest of the Eagle defense. Nice stop as that's going to be 3-0 in the second quarter of this football game. They're going to come out in the I formation. One receiver to the right, one to the left. He takes the snap, gives it to Quick off the left side, who bounces it through a nice hole and is going to be tackled there at about the 47-yard line. He is going to have a 1st down, and we're continuing to see what Florence wants to do is just kind of grind this football and continue to push and push and push. At the same time, controlling the clock now with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this second quarter.
Fantastic job by Zay there to be patient, wait on his blocker, boom, shoot the gap, and he's so good. He's such a good patient runner. We don't talk about his patience a lot, but a good job there. He's in the backfield by himself now with Reed. Smith and Hemphill out to the left, Edmondson off the right side. It will go to the right side.
A lot of room off the right side if he can get to the edge. He does get to it and is pushed out of bounds there. Almost takes the Brookhaven coach out. He gets back to his feet. Nice job running wide by this Eagle offense so far in this football game. You can see the interior of that Panther defense really trying to not let them push anything inside. Eagles taking advantage running wide. Again, the Panther defense with no safeties on the field, or at least no defenders playing more than maybe 5 yards off the football. And if you can just get a crease, you can take one a long way. In the shotgun now, Reed takes the snap, keeps it off to his right.
Yep, just a second short again there.
Reed, first down.
Reed going to keep it. With this conditions and weather, handing the ball off is extremely difficult. You're going to see Reed keep a lot of those 2nd and 3rd and manageables just because it limits switching hands of the football. If he can get a good solid grip on it. You trust him keeping that football there, not trying to make that transaction.
Nice sustained drive so far on this drive by the offense. If they have converted back-to-back first downs. Reed again in the shotgun. This time he gives it off to his left. And I think that was Quick who keeps that football across the 40-yard line and is going to be tackled there around the 36. Again, brings up 2nd and 6. The Eagle offense so far able to stay ahead of the chains. Clock still ticking. Not a lot of rush here. Florence would be very content to hold this football, try to grind the last 4.5 minutes off this clock and potentially go down and put a score on as they go into the locker room.
4:30 and counting in the first half. Reed takes the snap. He's going to keep it again. He's got Quick out in front of him. He stiff arms a man to the ground and is only going to gain about 3 or 4 there, but that once again sets up a 3rd and manageable.
That's a powerful 3-yard run. As Luke Reed says, hey, I know Xavion Quick's a power runner, but I can stiff arm some people and can be difficult to tackle as well. But it is going to bring up 3rd and 5 here. Big play here in this game. You feel like you're probably in 4-down territory. You're not in field goal range. Don't think you're going to punt from here. We'll see if they can get a big chunk of this yardage and continue to stay on the field. They stay in the shotgun. This time Quick to the quarterback's left. He gives it to him. He breaks across the right side. He's in the open field off the right side. And he is tackled there at about the 20-yard line, may fall forward to the 15. Looked like Quick had a chance to break that one. And, again, you see what can happen when your offense stays on the field, and the defense, you just continue to bang on them. This is what Florence wants to do, and that's going to bring up first down from inside the 20-yard line.
And the Panther defender does a good job of keeping Zay from getting to the outside. Doesn't want to get burned by that again, but like I said, he's so patient. He puts a foot in the ground, a very wet ground right now, and is able to cut that up the field for a nice gain. He gets the football again. He's got a Panther at his feet who is eventually going to hold on just long enough to get some help and support, and Zay's only going to get – well, he's actually going to lose a yard or so there on that first down play.
Going to lose a yard there. He was probably hit 2 yards deep.
Yeah.
It breaks off a tackle. A lot of penetration there by the defensive front of those Panthers. You're starting to see this Panther defensive front, hands on their hips. We'll see if they're able to kind of continue to wear them down as we wind down under 3 minutes in this second quarter. They stay in the shotgun now. Quick split out to his left. Man-to-man all around. Reed keeps it and is going to bring it across the 15-yard line and going to be tackled there after a short gain.
Yeah, hopefully you're picking up on these to where you can start thinking about them at home, but I'm just going to keep reminding you it is really coming down here in Florence. So you're going to see that QB keeper a lot, and that sets up about a 3rd and 7. Reed able to get a pretty good chunk of yards there as we were behind the chain. So he gains about 4 or 5 to set up this 3rd and 7.
This time they're going to keep Quick in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. He's in the shotgun. Quick to his right.
Yeah, going to have to use your last timeout here. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Davis did have his hand out kind of stopping that play. Maybe wanted to see what the Panthers would line up with, but eventually uses that timeout. And as they take a timeout, so will we. Please stick around and watch more Eagle football. Here in about 2 minutes, we will have the halftime festivities for you as well. We'll get right back to you on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Eagle football. Here we are on 3rd and about 8 yards. Eagles in the shotgun. Reed takes the snap. He's going to give it. No, he's going to fake it and keep it. And he is going to be tackled there around the 5-yard line, and I think that's going to be good for a first down.
It is, yeah. What an impressive RPO there, a lot of bodies, even your mind committed to Smith having the ball.
Made a great fake as he runs that read option right there. Everybody's eyes go to the running back. He keeps it, and that's a big conversion, going to bring up 1st and goal.
Yeah, Eagles have no timeouts here, so we got to remember that with this 1:30 ticking down in this first half, that they will have to have some oomph and some get up about them to get exactly what they need to get here, and that's a touchdown on this drive.
Yeah, you don't have to rush. You got time, but if you get tackled in bounds, you just got to have some purpose to get up and run the next play. Reading the shotgun again with Quick. He's going to keep it behind him off to the right side. Blockers are pushing. He's up near the goal line and is tackled there in the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. With 1 minute and 4 seconds left to go in the half, the Eagles execute on offense and do exactly what they want to do. They burn almost all of the remaining clock of the second quarter, put the ball in. They're in the
by Luke running that football almost the entire drive, doing what needs to be done, and that's what we've seen from the Florence offense. Guys willing to do what needs to be done, many ball carriers, whoever can get it going. And we were kind of talking in the break there. They're committing a lot of bodies to Zay. They're content with letting Luke run that football, and if that's the result, we'll take it.
As that kick is up and good.
Yeah, Boykin got a good feel for kicking the football tonight, even in the weather. So that's 10-0. Florence Eagles lead the Brookhaven Panthers with about 1 minute and 4 seconds left here in the first half of this football game. So, Sam, with these conditions the way they are, I'm not sure. I'm no meteorologist. I don't know what the forecast is, but if it stays this way, you're feeling pretty good if you're Florence.
You know, that ball is only going to get slicker the more it rains the ground, and the grass is only going to get slicker. The only thing that does is if you are the faster team, it really puts the defense at a disadvantage. This is a grass field. It's going to get slick. They've got some playmakers, particularly number 5, Gayton, who we know can take it the distance in a hurry. He has one time already tonight. It was called back on a penalty. And so we'll see how the weather affects the rest of this football game. First, we've still got 1 minute and 4 seconds left to go in this half. And we do see number 5, Gayton, is one of the upbacks in a position where we kicked the ball last time out, trying to receive that chip kick.
I'm willing to bet it don't go anywhere near number 5.
Well, I sure hope not.
And with these conditions as ugly as they are, you got nothing to lose if you're Florence here. I say you chip this football again, see if you can't.
I'd love to see them squib it, get it good and wet. Make them pick up and field a wet football. It is up on the tee. We'll see if they chip it or squig it or
squig it.
Squib it or kick it deep.
Boykin lines it up. He's ready. He is going to kick it kind of awkwardly. It will be fielded. Interesting decision there. It gets him to the 35 regardless, but would have been a penalty if he lets that go. But instead, they're going to have to live with the result and run the offense out there at about the 34 or 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there. Coach Davis excited about how his kicker's kicking that football, how he executed that as that ball. He makes him field it right on the sidelines, and just anything can happen right there. You're trying to field that ball. It's wet. You're pinned to the sidelines. Not a lot of opportunity to return that football. And with just 1 minute and 3 seconds, the ball is going to be for the Panther offense just outside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you're going to see the Eagles keep their safeties back with the speed of Guyton in the backfield. He will get the ball. He's met early by an Eagle defender, breaks that tackle, and is able to carry one for only a gain of about 2 yards because of that early penetration.
That's right. We don't get the tackle there as he breaks one, but that gives the rest of the defense time to pursue.
Guyton is able to carry one for only a gain of about 2 yards.
A lot of time. Now he's going to run, and he is going to be tackled after a short gain on the play.
It looks like Brookhaven will use one of their timeouts to stop the clock with about 25 seconds left to go here in this first half. Interesting to see them straight drop back there to look to pass. But we know, and we kind of talked about this earlier from what little bit I was able to see from their offense on some film. He does like to pass the ball to the middle of the field there. Florence does a good job of making things look appear as if they're not open, makes him keep it. Hey, wraps up.
That's right.
One of the things we talked about,
And
not letting those big plays happen from nothing.
We'll be happy to let the quarterback scramble for gains of 2 or 3 here. Want to give a shout-out to number 34, Kason Harris, who's having a big game. Watch him come over to the sidelines during that timeout. His jersey is literally hanging off his shoulder pads. He's getting ripped. He's getting a lot of penetration and pressure in his spot off the left edge of that defensive line. See if he can here again on this snap. Again, the Panthers trips to the right, one to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Motion off the left side, number 8 from the Panthers moves early, and so that's going to move them back another 5 yards. As maybe he's going deep trying to get a head start, but that's not strictly legal in American football rules, and so they're going to have to move back. That's going to bring them maybe 3rd down and about 13.
Yeah, it looks like he was maybe anticipating something there, just kind of get an early jump. Florence done a good job setting that edge on that side. Maybe he's just trying to get a quick step, but they're going to knock him for a 5-yard penalty there. 23 seconds left. Takes the snap. Looks like he will hand it to number 5. It's a straight up the middle carry. Does a good job of converting the first down there. And that's going to stop the clock momentarily.
We're going to get a timeout right
here. They're
here.
going to use their timeout.
As they take one, we will too. Stay tuned for more Eagle football right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
A good roof keeps the rain off, the wind out, the air in. And a great roof is the last one you'll ever need. For over 40 years, Strength Roofing and Siding has been Mississippi's leading commercial and residential roofing company. From shingles to metal roofs, we take care of what's over your home so you can take care of what's inside. Because this is more than just a roof. It's a feat of strength. Strength Roofing and Siding. Call for a free inspection and estimate today.
Welcome back to Eagle Football here on the Eagle Sports Network. We've got live in-booth shots tonight. If you wonder what these people who talk to you every week look like, this is it. It's not much, but it's all we got. As we're getting ready to go back to the field here, as it is 1st down and 10 with 16 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Panthers in the shotgun, trips to the right. Quarterback rolls to his right, looking to throw deep. He does throw it, has a man. The ball is caught there by number 3 at about the 40-yard line, and he is knocked out of bounds immediately by number 0 for the Florence defense. And a nice job there. And so that's going to bring up another 1st down. 10 seconds left to go here on the clock. Ball about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, your goal for Florence here is keep everything in front of you. Limit the big play. Time is on your side. You're winning this football game 10-0 currently. Just don't allow a big play like you did to Holmes County right before you went and had that halftime break. That ball's loose.
Ball on the ground, and quarterback's just going to cover it there as that snap is low. Again, a wet football at 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first half here with the Florence Eagles leading the Brookhaven Panthers 10-0. Ryan, what did you like about the first half here for the Florence Eagles?
Yeah, Sam, I think if you look at what Florence has been able to do as far as some of the keys that I talked about early in the game, we've been able to protect the football. We've been able to run the football at will, and we've also done a great job of wrapping up. That was the first half that I wanted to see from Florence, and it looks like the rain is going to continue here. Let's just copy and paste that second half. We'll get out of here with our first district win. But, Sam, I've been very impressed with the offense. I've been impressed with how they've been able to move the ball, but more importantly, take care of the football. We almost got another fumble there. We've already recovered one. So don't want to get turnover heavy. What did you like, Sam?
We talked about the importance of turnovers in those keys to the game. Again, Florence does win the turnover battle here in this first half, and that's the difference really in the ballgame. Florence goes down and scores 3 points early off a fake fake punt that results in a field goal, and then they get a turnover later and able to turn it into 7 points late in the first half. And so we see Florence doing exactly what they need to do to continue to be effective in this ball game and what they want to do, dictating the pace of the game with their offense, controlling the turnover battle, and trusting that if they continue to play their style of football, they can be successful here in this second half.
If you look on the field, we're looking like we're getting a shot of that. I don't exactly know. Looks like performance therapy is here. Granting looks like a check to the school of some sort, shape, or fashion. Performance Therapy is also a sponsor of Eagle Sports Network, so we are grateful for them and their service to the community as well.
Nobody better than Performance Therapy when it comes to community involvement, taking care of these kids. They supply trainers and athletic trainers and just do such a great job supporting everything here in our Florence community. Thomas, always around, always willing to chip in and participate.
Yep.
A great community sponsor and a great sponsor of the Eagle Sports Network.
They are a great sponsor of the Eagle Sports Network. Looks like at the 50-yard line, we're going to see some more festivities. Maybe this is for our JROTC. Don't want to misspeak, but that is what it appears to be.
Because of his leadership and academic successes, Cadet Major Jones has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout high school and completed upper level and advanced placement classes, and he is currently enrolled in dual credit college courses. Cadet Major Jones was selected to serve as the Florence High School Junior ROTC Executive Battalion Officer for the 2023-2024 school year, and has served as the company first sergeant, platoon leader, and squad leader. He is a member of the Junior ROTC Leadership and Academic Teams, PT Team, Orienteering Team, Drill Team, and Raider Team. He has earned JROTC awards for leadership, scholastic excellence, commendation, proficiency, and good conduct. He has been named Florence High School Student of the Month twice, Rankin County School District Student of the Month, and Rankin County School District Character Trait Student of the Month. He has been a member of the Florence High School Math and Science Team, and he is a member of the Florence High School Track and Cross Country Team. He is also an Eagle Scout. Presenting the award is retired Lieutenant General Leon Collins, a civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army.
So as we were able to get you some of the in-house commentary on what that gift was, what a fantastic young man. He has a resume that was much longer than mine when I was in high school, so congratulations to him. I know that that is well-deserved from what I hear about that young man. Looks like we have the dance team lined up, ready to do their halftime festivities. I was leaning out the window looking. It may be they may be our only halftime performance due to the conditions of the field, and I think the band did something prior to
I was going to say, tonight was band night, and it was an opportunity for the band to showcase their skills for everybody who was in attendance at the game tonight. That was planned to be out here because of the weather. They moved it inside, but they got to do their show. We've seen that here. They do an incredible halftime show. We've gotten to see it continue to expand every single week. And so shout out to the Big Red Band and everybody who was involved in band night. Tonight we're getting ready to go down to the field, as it looks like we do have our dance team that is prepared. Again, they are in their pink shirts representing that breast cancer awareness that we talked about earlier this week. And again, just shout out to the commitment of every different organization that makes Friday night football not only possible but great.
That's right.
Here at Florence High School, you've got incredible dedication, as it is still raining.
Yeah.
And these young ladies are saying, hey, we're going to perform.
That's right.
Rain, sleet, or snow. I don't know if we'll see any of the other two, but we certainly got our rain tonight. And so let's take you down to the field as we enjoy their performance.
Members of our team are Eileen Bates, sophomore, Skylar Clower, freshman, Skylar Dickerson, freshman, Lena Dunkley, sophomore, Alana Keogh, senior, Kaylee Hall, freshman, Sydney Higdon, junior, Avery Martin, a freshman, Avery Meredith, he's a senior and a co-captain, Breland Muse, senior and the captain, Taylor Raymond, a freshman, Sarah Register, a senior, Sawyer Register, a sophomore, Sammy Sebrin, a freshman, Holly Jo Smith, a junior, Laney Smith, a senior, Shelby Walters, a sophomore, Ashlyn Watts, sophomore. And Mary Elizabeth Yates, a freshman. Coaching staff are Amy McAllister and Taylor Willoughby. And they will perform for you.
I mean, where should I really even start? I got some keeping in the dark. I got my plus streets and mine. Thinking back to the fact that they did throw my raps for some facts to the stack with the bars. I got 2 phones, 1 nigga charge. Yeah, the twins like the type. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. Until I get into $1,000. Alright, that's fine. Okay, feeling too sexy to accept my questions. Yeah, I like it chronic. Oh, you like that boy, like tell me. Alright, that's fine. Yeah. I got more snaps than the Beatles. Florence, running on diesel, dog. Still going bad on it. Going bad on it. Going bad on it. Still going bad on it.
Give it up for them, ladies and gentlemen, the Florence High School varsity dance team.
Great job by the Florence varsity dance team as they come out and perform for us even here in the rain, as it is rain coming down all around us. Umbrellas are out, but we've had a good football game so far here in this first half. That's going to bring us, I believe, to the end of our halftime festivities. And so as we take a break here at halftime, let's get you a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned for the beginning of this third quarter right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
ESISupply.net.
It's not if you're going to have a spill at your business or workplace, it's when.
ESISupply.net.
Exorbitant pads by the bundle or roll.
ESISupply.net.
Sock neck boom products, oil gator, oil dry, spill kits, and much more.
ESISupply.net.
Take it from Scary Gary.
If it can spill, it's gonna.
ESI Supply, 601-933-4910. That's 601-933-4910 or online at
ESISupply.net.
concession stand, get something to drink. Remember, we don't want you to leave here hungry or thirsty. Once again, they got everything. Hamburger, sausage dog. They may have run out of the Chick-fil-A sandwiches by now. But they got fries. Plenty to drink. Get down there and get something. Eat or drink. Remember, every nickel that you spend here stays here and supports the Big Red Band. The Panthers will be receiving the kickoff to commence play in the second half.
Welcome back to Eagle Football here on the Eagle Sports Network. We are preparing for the second half of this football game between the Florence Eagles and the Brookhaven Panthers. Had a really nice first half by the Eagles here as they are up 10-0. Ryan, what do you expect to see from the Eagles offense going in to the beginning of this third quarter?
Well, you know, turns out that the rain has subsided. We will still be dealing with wet conditions, but I expect more of the same, Sam. I feel like the Panthers are going to get the ball to start this half, and I feel like we really hone in on number 5 and kind of sell out and say, hey, we're going to let anybody but him beat us. We're going to be disciplined on getting to the line of scrimmage. We want to force you to get in those third and longs, pass the ball. We've seen that the quarterback has been prone to mishandle the football, so I expect that on defense. Offense, keep it the same. Stick with who you are, Florence. Continue to run the ball. Get creative. Get Zay in the slot. Get Zay out wide. Motion him. Use him as the lead blocker. Continue to quarterback run. These are all things that we saw in the first half, and I don't see a recipe to why you would change that with the success that you had.
Yeah, one of the things we saw them do is really utilize that quarterback run game using Quick as a little bit more of a decoy option and had a lot of success running the football with Luke Reed, and so we'll see if they continue that here in the second half. And the Eagle defense pitching a first half shutout, but some of that was aided by a big penalty call that had a touchdown called back. What do you expect to see from the Eagle defense? In addition to keying on number 5, you think we'll see any adjustments from them to bring more bodies to the line of scrimmage, or do you think we're going to see them continue with their same approach?
I think from the quarters of football that we've been able to watch, Sam, we're going to see the same approach. I think the Eagles take pride in what they do. Those safeties are going to stay back because of the speed of the Panther offense. You're going to see those linebackers continue to inch closer as that play clock goes down to that line of scrimmage, trying to do a good job of disrupting the backfield on those RPO handoffs. But what Florence has to continue to do is set the edge of the defensive line. That has been the major difference now granted, I know there was a 25-yard run to start the game. There was a huge touchdown run that was called back to the penalty. But since then, I know the rain picked up, but the edge of our defense has been able to set that, force them back inside, and then do a good job of rallying to the football.
Yeah, the defense much better job after things seem to settle after that first possession, and I hope we'll continue to see that. It'll be interesting to see if the Brookhaven defense makes any adjustments. They really were committing bodies to the line of scrimmage, typically playing with no deep safety, typically maybe one guy more than 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. And so I think they have their game plan from the start has been to commit bodies to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure how many more they can commit, and again, only giving up 10 points.
That's right. So I think if you're Brookhaven, you somehow like where you are while being displeased with where you are. You really limited the Florence offense. You haven't given up many huge plays. We know that Florence offense is more of a nickel type of offense. We want 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards. We're not getting those in chunks, but we've seen that big play capability. And in a 10-0 game, Florence leading this, Brookhaven's pleased with where they are, but Sam, to get back in this game with the way Florence has been able to chew clock and run the ball, Brookhaven's going to need a turnover. They're going to need some spark to kind of get things in their favor, but luckily for them, they get the ball to start the half.
And I think that's what they're thinking. I think what they're thinking is what we need is a score on our opening possession. They get the football to start this half. If they're able to punch it in the end zone, all of a sudden it's a field goal game. It's a whole new ball game. If you come out and go 3 and out or don't shift field position in your favor early on this first possession, it's going to feel like a big loss, and some air may go out of the sails of this Panther football team. And so we'll see how they start off this second half on offense. Again, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments from the Panther offense. It did not seem like the Panthers, it's not that they didn't have success on offense as much as they had extremely limited opportunities.
Right.
And that's a product of Florence being effective with their plan to dictate the pace of the game with their offense. And so I think they want to get a score here, and we'll see if they change anything else up in order to do that. Again, all the attention going to number 5. The quarterback did make a nice run. They didn't have a lot of success throwing the football, and so we'll see if the Florence defense can continue to keep them bottled up. I'm a little surprised to see this ball up on the tee with a wet field. I thought we might see it get as wet as possible down on the grass before you kick it off.
He's going to squib it.
Onside this, and that is going to roll out of bounds.
You can see frustration from Coach Davis. That is exactly – okay, let's just think about the examples we've seen. Even when Florence doesn't kick that ball, they do that every time to set up moments like this, where the Panthers are maybe sitting back on their heels saying,
and I think they did catch him sleeping
They
right
did,
there.
yeah. That ball just came off of his foot a little strong, goes out of bounds, but you really think that free runner out there on the edge for Florence, if that ball just end over end is slowing down,
had a shot
he
at
has
it,
a potential to cover it up. So
I like the call trying to steal possession, but instead it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Panther offense. Again, they're in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, gives it to the running back off to his right. He's going to be brought down after a gain of about 5 yards.
Now, Sam, something that I'm interested to see from Brookhaven, knowing what film they're watching on our guys on defense, these delayed handoffs are almost helping Florence in a sense, to where we've really struggled is that initial punch, handing the ball off swiftly, maybe even moving those inside zones that are quick. Kind of that delay kind of allows us to rally to the football and make some of those tackles that we've been prone to miss.
Again in the shotgun, he takes a snap. This time keeps it off to his left.
Great job.
And he is hit immediately and is going to be stacked up for a loss there on that play. Nice job in the interior of that defense. Number 4 there on the stop, 52, 99, and a host of others for the Eagles.
27 again.
Takes a snap. This time keeps it off to his left.
Great job.
And he is hit for a loss there on that play. Nice job in the interior of midfield. Quarterback claps. Now going to look to the sidelines. Looking for the play call in from the coaching staff here.
I'm not seeing an on-the-field play clock, Sam. That's interesting.
5 shifts. Motion comes to the right. He's going to fake it to the motion man, give it back to the inside to number 5 up the middle. He's off to the races, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. They're not going to get him. He is in the end zone for a touchdown. We have talked about it a number of times. He is a game changer. You give him a crease, he can take it the whole way. Nice reverse action on the motion as they run a little count. Comes to the to the 10. They're not going to get him. He is in the end zone for a touchdown.
To that play fake, knowing that he's sitting back there with the quarterback, able to catch the football. We're going to have a procedure penalty, maybe a false start on this point after attempt. But just interesting to see Florence commit so many bodies to someone that is not number 5. That was one of our keys of the second half.
You know, that's one of the things that misdirection does. It's hard not to respond to that hard motion, all the pulling from the offensive line, and then all of a sudden you're countered back away and just don't have the speed to recover from that initial misstep.
We have said it numerous times, but now that you've gotten to see it, he is fast. He is
ball's loose. 80's got it around the right side, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds there. Nice job by the Eagles special teams to make sure that point after does not get through the uprights and to keep this lead at 4. We've been in some one-point ball games.
That is potentially
that
huge,
can be a big difference.
Because I watched in warm-ups, he is a nice kicker. He is a nice field goal kicker. So inside that range, 3 points is huge. So now instead of getting it point after with the ability to tie the football game at 10, now it's going to take another potential score to take the lead in this ball game.
So Florence prepares to receive this kickoff. We've seen that quick game-changing ability from this Brookhaven offense, and so it just reminds you of why it's so important for the Florence offense to be able to continue to dictate the pace of this game. We talked about how they had just had limited opportunities. You can't continue to give an offense with a playmaker like that multiple chances because you know eventually he's going to break loose. And we'll see if the Florence Eagle offense is able to sustain a drive here and continue to keep that Panther defense off the field.
He is angled towards Edmondson again. He's not going to take a long stride to this ball. It looks like he may get that squib again. We'll see if Titan can get his hands on it this time. This time it's low, it's fielded, and just sat on at about the 35-yard line. That's where the Florence offense will run out and start this first drive of the second half for the Florence offense. So, Sam, we've talked a bunch about being able to get punched and then punch back. So what is the plan here? Are you inspired at all by the trick play of the reverse, or do you want to see Florence just go back to what they do?
Yeah, I expect to see Florence really try to utilize the quarterback run some more and continue to work the edges of this Panther defense. We did see that defense seem to wear down a little at the conclusion of the second half, and I think they're going to try to play the long game here and see if they can continue to wear them down now with everybody in tight. Again, no wide receivers split wide in the set. Shotgun, they give it to Quick off the right side, who does cut it back into the middle and is going to have a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, we saw Florence do this against Holmes County, I believe, where they have fully committed to blocking.
Have a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, we always said, again, I expect to see them get really close to that
This is
football.
a my best against your best type of lineup here to start this drive in the second half. We're going to line up our biggest guys and just see if you can push us back. Here they go, give it to him again. This time he's going to be stopped after no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up third down, a nice big gain on first down. This time the Panther defense with a little more resistance and able to bring up third and maybe one. Again, down in distance that the Florence offense is very comfortable in. I would expect to see them continue to try to just power this football for the first down. And if they're able to here, I think you'll continue to potentially see more of the same. See if we can just try to overpower this Panther defensive front early in this second half. Again, they are lined up with everyone on the line of scrimmage. Reed in the shotgun. Motion to the right. He's going to keep to his right, and he's going to break ahead for yardage, good for a first down up near midfield.
So there's that quarterback run, Sam, that we have alluded to in those third and fourth and manageable. It's been working. Why would you not reset the chains and get back to running your 1st and 10 offense? So a good job by Florence, not getting too creative, not getting outside of the realm of what you've been able to do.
And here we see it again. Just everybody on the line of scrimmage in the shotgun. One back, but everybody else lined up inside. Gives it to Quick this time, who's going to bounce it back out to his right. He's got a blocker. He's across the 40-yard line and is pushed out of bounds near the 45-yard line. You mentioned the patience of Xavion Quick earlier. You see it on display there.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get to see a replay of that run. I thought that maybe we could get some yardage added on there. Yardage tacked on at the end of that play, but nevertheless, good patient run by Quick again.
So we continue to see the Florence offense now with everybody in tight, really committing to try to overpower this line. Brookhaven trying to counter that with bringing everybody up, nobody more than a step off. Reed keeps to the left, and he's got room out to his left. He's across the 30-yard line, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds there near the 20, and the flags
that's going to be a late
come out as he is pushed and hit late.
Yeah, I thought our depth perception gets tough moving to that opposite sideline, but I thought for sure it looked like Reed went down late. We'll see if that is the call of a late hit out of bounds.
You know, what we're seeing here with this adjustment by the Florence offensive line and keeping everybody in tight is really making it difficult for this Brookhaven defense to be able to stop them inside and still be able to pursue out to the edges because they're keeping everybody in tight. The Brookhaven defense is having a hard time setting the corner on either side, and after that big run and the penalty, it's going to bring up 1st and goal from inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, looks like right around the 5-yard line for the Florence offense.
Again, the Eagles with everybody in tight. Quarterback with Quick off to his left in the shotgun. He gives it to him off to his right, and he is across the goal line.
Touchdown, Eagles!
What an impressive offensive response after giving up the long touchdown run to come back out and drive the ball down the field in this third quarter. Great offensive response. The power running game from Florence, the adjustment with the guys up front to outflank this Panther defensive line was a significant adjustment, and we see it pay off right here as the Eagles score again now to go up 16-6. Again, looks like up 10, the Eagle offense is going to be on the field looking to go for 2. It's one of those analytics plays where you're already up 10. 11 doesn't do you any good. Well, I know I'm incorrect. They're going to take the 11 because it does you good. It gets you
That's right. It gets you out of
touchdown
that
and field goal game.
That's right.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. And the
off the
lights
top
flash
off the top of the concession stand
for the extra point. Nice job there. And that's going to make it 17-6, Eagles lead. As we get a break right here, let's get you to a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned for more Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network. Welcome back to Eagle Football here on the Eagle Sports Network. Florence leads 17-6 with 7 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. A lot of offensive fireworks so far to start the third quarter as Brookhaven takes their opening possession and breaks a big play. Again, we've got the onside kick. This time the ball is free. It is going to be recovered. It's still free. I think the Eagles have it. Second onside kick we've seen. They were close on the first one. Looks like they may have gotten this one. They're still unstacking them, looking for a signal. Big scrum under the pile. And the Eagles come up with the football. Wow, Sam. What a play. You don't often see 2 onside kicks in a row. Coach Davis saying, hey, believe what you will about whether or not I'll continue to try this. but he does and steals a big possession, and that's demoralizing for a defense who just got the football kind of crammed down their throats on the last possession. And I expect to see the Florence offense come out again in that tight formation and see if we can hammer another one home.
Hindsight, it does not shock me. Coach Davis was very passionate about the way he felt that onside kick should have gone previously. You're thinking, no way he does it again.
And he does.
Why he did it again, catch you off guard.
Here we go with the Eagles. Everybody in tight. They give it off to Xavion Quick on the right side, and this time he's going to be tripped up before he can get started. Going to be stopped for no gain as he is tackled there at about the 45-yard line. Better response there from the Panther defensive front as it is going to be a short gain on the play. Again, we're seeing this Eagle formation with having everybody in tight, making it really difficult for the Panther defense not to get outflanked. We're keeping everybody in tight and then running to the edges. Had a lot of success with that. We'll see as these linebackers and defensive backs begin to pursue outside if we don't pop somebody through the middle.
That's right.
Again, the same formation. Quick off to the quarterback's right. We shift to overload the left side. Reek takes a snap, does give it to Quick, and this time he is going to have a gain of maybe 3 yards and is going to be tackled there up near midfield. Nice early stops here by this Panther defense. Quick had a hole there.
He did.
And just as he is trying to get started, somebody gets a hand on him. But not before he gains some yardage, and that's going to put us in maybe 3rd and 6. 6 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this third quarter as the clock continues to run. Eagles up 17-6. The Panther defense, again, with no safeties deep. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage. Florence still in the shotgun with everybody in tight. This time they motion to overload the right side. With motion to the left, they give it to Edmondson, who bobbles the football and is able to collect it, and he's going to be stopped there for a loss of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up 4th down. I really like the design with the motion there, but as Edmondson kind of bobbles that football, all he can do is just cover it.
That's right.
And that's a big defensive stop for this Panther defense, who, if they don't get a stop there, I'm afraid could have been ready to pack it in.
That's right.
As it is, the Eagles are going to send out the punt team. Snap is back. He rolls out to his right, taking his time. Now he kicks it down to his right, and that ball is going to take a great bounce, and it's going to be out of bounds there at inside the 15-yard line. And so nice execution by the punt team. We do have a flag on the play. We'll see the flag. Let's see if we have to repunt this football.
It looks like that Boykin has an option to keep that football. I heard 15-yard penalty on the Panthers.
I did not recognize that signal that he gave. He called a 15-yard penalty. He was saying it out loud, and I don't know exactly what that was. But looks like the Eagle offense is coming back out, and so that is a possession change. It was something that took place that was enforceable on 4th down that gave them the 1st down yardage.
Wow.
And that's a huge shift in this ball game as your defense has a stop and you get a penalty there that takes place during the course of the play. It was illegal participation, we're told. There were 12 men on the field for the defense, and that's going to bring up a 1st down now for this Eagle offense, who stays in that same tight formation. It's a double wing, but from the shotgun with no receivers. Motion this time, Reed looking to pass. He's got a man. He swings it out to the right, and that's a smart play right there by Brian Quick, who kind of jumps up and knocks that ball out of bounds. No good for him to try to catch it. The only thing that can happen where that football is thrown is trouble, and good to see him throw away. We had Edmondson slipping behind the defense early and just kind of missed him, and so we try to flip it out there, and we've been talking about how they've been slipping everybody up to the line if you could just slip somebody behind them. The Eagles try to do that right there and just can't quite make the connection.
Yep, only issue with that is that pressure is barreling down on your quarterback. Good job by Reed and Brian Davis to make sure that ball falls harmlessly.
This time he gives it to Quick off the right side, who's got a blocker out in front. That's 73 leading the way, and Quick is going to continue to push this pile up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's 73. Ashton Hood getting out in front of his ball carrier. We've seen him do it all season long. What a good job by the Eagle offense. And another great job by Zay to stay patient. Stay patient, wait for your block, shoot the gap, get a gain of about 6 or so there to set up third and what has been very manageable for the Eagle offense. This is going to be a little bit of a longer third down as far as the QB sneak goes. Wouldn't be surprised to see a QB power just maybe tuck this ball behind quick and carry it.
Here he goes, Luke Reed on the run to his right, quick leading the way, and he is going to have yardage that is good for a first down. Takes a hard hit, but he's going to have the first down yardage, and he's going now they're signaling him ahead. That's a nice job to get the first down yardage, convert and keep the offense on the field. Good call right there on that quarterback run. We've seen that effective so far in this football game, especially on short yardage. You use quick to kind of clear the road for him there, and Reed does a good job securing that football. And the offense now again is on the move into Panther territory with the ball on their 33-yard line. Again, Reed in the shotgun.
Smith in the backfield.
Reed keeps it off to his right again, makes a man miss, and he is going to have the ball across the 30 and going to be tackled there about the 28-yard line. Good first down run there for about 4 yards. Again, the Eagles content to take their time in and out of the huddle. Clock ticking down, under 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Eagles with the lead, 17-6. Very deliberate, letting the play clock run down, not a lot of hurry. We don't have a play clock on the field right now, so I'm just telling you so that you can know.
That's right.
They're taking their time. I'm sure the coaches are tracking that, willing to grind this clock here in the second half. Reed again in the shotgun, motion to the left. He takes the snap. He gives it to Quick to the left side, who cuts it back, stays on his feet, and almost bounces that one outside. But he is tackled there at about the 25-yard line, but not before he's got a nice gain on a nifty little run. We're starting to see Quick look more and more for the cutback.
That's right.
Against this Brookhaven defense as they are coming up hard to the outside, really trying to set that edge. We're seeing him jump back to the inside and look for those cutback lanes. And we've seen a few times where he's about one ankle grab away from being able to break one.
Yeah, and credit to the Panther defense. They've done a good job at rallying to Quick. He normally can barrel through, get some good holes by the offensive line. But tonight they're doing such a good job of making him cut back. But, boy, is he taking advantage of the space that's given.
3rd and 4 now. Quick in motion, looking to pass. He throws it over the top. Got Edmondson with 2 guys running with him and just gets rid of that football. Looking to try to maybe slide somebody behind him as we've looked for that a couple times, but the Panthers really on alert there, ready for that in that down and distance. And so that's going to bring up 4th down and about 4 yards here with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Again, the Eagles up 17-6.
And that's good coverage. I mean, on a third down and about 4 or 5, you're expecting Florence to run the football, keep it manageable. So good job. They had 2 Panther defenders back there with Edmondson.
We're going to have a timeout on the field here, and as the Eagles take a timeout, we will too. Stay tuned for this 4th down play right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
For over 40 years, Strength Roofing and Siding has been Mississippi's leading commercial and residential roofing company. We take care of what's over your home so you can take care of what's inside. Strength Roofing and Siding. Call for a free inspection and estimate today.
Welcome back to Eagle Football here on the Eagle Sports Network. We got a 4th down play coming at you, 4th and about 4, with 2 minutes and 26 seconds here in the third quarter, with the Eagles leading 17-6. Eagle offense needing to convert right here, stay on the field. Reed in the shotgun, going to take the snap, looking to pass. He's got a man out to his left. That's Edmondson.
Oh, he makes a man miss.
Open field across the 20-yard line and is tackled there inside the 15. Nice play by the Eagle offense. Nice throw by the quarterback Reed to find him, and nice job by Edmondson to secure that football and then be able to turn it upfield to make positive yardage, and just a huge fourth down conversion for the Eagle offense to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, Sam, we were wondering if they would come out in a different formation. Well, they use a similar set, but instead of running Edmondson up the field, they run him lateral to the line of scrimmage, and that's just something that we haven't done. Reed able to get that pass out and convert there on fourth down.
Offense again now in the shotgun. This time they do give it a quick off to the right side. He's got a big hole, and he is going to be across the 5-yard line, and he's going to be brought down there just shy of a first down.
And, Sam, you can see what a fourth down conversion does to a defense. Zay has not been able to run for that type of yardage on this drive, but you give that up, you start to hang your head a little bit. You've been on the field a long time now, recovering the onside kick and then getting off the field, and then the penalty extends the drive. You run back onto the field. This defense for the Panthers kind of getting exhausted being out there and frustrated.
2nd and 3 here for the Eagle offense. Reed's going to keep this time off to the right side. He's got a hole, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. What a drive there by the Eagle offense. Yep. Exactly the way you draw it up, in the hopes that you can control the tempo of this game. They run almost all of the rest of the clock off this quarter for the second time in the ball game. They did the same thing to end the second quarter that they're about to do here to end the third quarter. Put another score on, but more importantly, continue to advance this clock with the clock reading 1:04 as the Eagles prepare to kick this extra point. Reed sets, snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and good. And so the Eagles will extend their lead to 24-6 as we go into the end of the third quarter. Let's get a commercial break in. Stay tuned for more Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to a lot of time our communication up here, we just kind of go for it. But welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. We are approaching a kickoff here. Eagles have onside kicked it twice in a row. They won't try a traditional onside kick, but will pooch it instead. And a guy for Brookhaven makes a man miss, and he's got some space. 22 out to the edge. He's being pursued by some Eagle defenders, and that'll be Boykin who eventually runs him out of bounds. I was afraid that he got him
a
little late there.
But fortunate not to see that yellow flag come out. You know, we've talked about the variety of kickoffs that the Eagles use. That is my least favorite kickoff, where they chip it into the middle where one of those upbacks has a chance to catch it on the run.
Yep.
We've seen Florence already give up long returns off that, and lucky not to give up more than they did there. But again, they do get the tackle, and even though this is going to be Brookhaven's best field position as they have the ball now on the Eagle 41-yard line, we'll see if this Eagle defense can slow down this Brookhaven rushing attack. You see the score with only 6 points, but that is not indicative of how they have struck quickly. They've had one touchdown called back. Now they give it to 5 again off the right side. As you can see his ability as he breaks a tackle, now breaks another, and is eventually brought down there after a nice gain on the play. But he has broken one long touchdown run where he was virtually untouched, and another that was called back. And every time he touches the football, it makes you nervous.
Yeah, you see him lip off the field there. And, Sam, that play is a book that I've read before, and I didn't like that book. I didn't want to pick it back up and read it again. Eagles did a good job in the first half of wrapping up. They got big play type of material on that offense, but it was untouched plays. Eagles able to get a hand on him there, just wasn't able to bring him down. So hopefully we can see that cleaned up. Good carry there by what I would assume would be the backup running back for the Panthers. He runs at about 6 or so yards, good enough for the first down at about the 30 or so yard line, maybe the 28.
Again, you see the Eagles get a hand on him right there behind the line of scrimmage. Got some jersey, just not able to bring him down. We're going to have a break on the field as we end the third quarter here with the Eagles up 24-6. Stay tuned for more Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network.
ESISupply.net.
It's not if you're going to have a spill at your business or workplace, it's when.
ESISupply.net.
Exorbitant pads by the bundle or roll.
ESISupply.net.
Sock neck boom products, oil gator, oil dry, spill kits, and much more.
ESISupply.net.
Take it from Scary Gary.
If it can spill, it's gonna.
ESI Supply, 601-933-4910. That's 601-933-4910 or online at
ESISupply.net.
Welcome back to Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network. Eagles up 24-6 as we get ready to start this fourth quarter. Brookhaven Panthers with the football in Eagle territory, ball on about the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback takes the snap, looks out to his right. That ball is high. It is broken up by number 6, Aiden Hemphill. Receiver has to really go up and stretch out and kind of get that thing, and that gives Hemphill time to get there to break it up. Looked like that ball almost had a chance to be picked.
Yeah, Sam, we have raved about Hemphill's cornerback play over the past couple of weeks. Does another good job of breaking that up at the point of reception.
He's been big in recent weeks, made some big plays, made another one right there. Again, the Brookhaven offense with twins to the right and the left in the shotgun. 5 back in the game now. Fake the handoff to him, and that's 6, the quarterback, who keeps it and has a nice run on the inside, but is going to be tackled there short of the first down, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Going to be 3rd down and 5. Ball on about the 26-yard line. Brookhaven offense driving. Ran a kickoff back into Eagle territory and have moved the football since. They look to the sidelines now. Get the play call from the coach. Quarterback points out his guys.
Sneak that slot receiver back close, maybe as a blocker.
This time he keeps to his left on an option look. Keeps it, and he's up the sidelines off the left side and has the ball all the way up near the, looks to be about the 8 or 9 yard line. Nice job off the left side there. Quarterback kind of carrying the football now.
Looks like there may be a pitch option there to the running back, but he just saw green grass ahead of him. He takes advantage of the space, runs it all the way down in a goal-to-go situation here for the Panthers.
Going to be 1st and goal from about the 7-8 yard line. Quarterback does give it to 5 this time. He stopped up initially, then he breaks it out to the left side, and there is no one there to tackle him. He is into the end zone for a touchdown. So a quick strike from this Brookhaven offense. We gave him a short field with that kickoff return, and they take advantage to jump back into this ball game early here in this fourth quarter. One of the things you didn't want to see from the Eagles was to give up a quick score, given that you have a lead early in this fourth quarter. Time is your friend. You just want to make them take as much time as possible. That didn't take a whole lot of time.
No, it didn't. You'll see them come out and go for 2 here, Sam, to try to get this within 10.
In the shotgun.
A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback
moving
keeps
to
it,
the
look
right.
at the pass. He's got his man. That ball is caught, and it's going to be good for a 2-point conversion. That's going to make it 24-14. Brookhaven back in it. Stay tuned for more Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network.
11:03 fading in the game. Panthers close to within 10. Our freshman cheer squad. Brett Young, Ethan Kessler.
Welcome back to Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network. Eagles up 24-14. Brookhaven just scored. Panthers kicking off. They do squib this football. It's bouncing end over end. Hemphill's going to backtrack and get it. And he's going to return it up to about the 25-yard line. Just go down there and play it safe. Exactly what his coach wanted him to do. We heard Coach Davis and saw him getting his team ready to potentially field an onside type kick. That was not one of those, but it is one that is difficult to field, and Hemphill does a good job fielding it and making sure he secures possession for his offense, who the last time they were on the field had a nice drive for a score.
Eagles have it first and 10.
We'll see if there's any adjustment from the offense. A lot of success in that tight formation so far here in the second half.
We're going to see it again.
Looks like that's the way they'll come out. Reed in the shotgun. They shift to the right. He's going to take the snap, and this time gives it to the motion man, and that is Davis around the right side. He's across the 50, and he is pushed out of bounds there just at midfield. We've talked about Brian Davis and the speed that he brings when he's on the field. He shows it off right there as he takes that handoff around the right side and has a nice gain to start this drive for the offense.
Yeah, we saw the speed of Guyton for the Panthers, and Davis was able to be on the hind end of watching him run by him. Davis says, it's my turn. We've said over and over again, he brings us the best speed ability that our offense has due to possibly some injuries. We lost Morgan Weathersby, another speed candidate that we have for those sweeps. Davis does a good job there.
Give it to him again, this time around the left side. He's again got room, gets a block, and there's going to be a flag down on the outside as he's trying to turn that corner, and looks like we're probably going to have a hold on the outside.
Yep, Edmondson doing a good job. That's a long block, Sam. He engages as soon as the ball is snapped. He's waiting for Davis to get all the way over there. I think he's doing a good job until he decides to bounce that ball back outside, kind of gets outside of the numbers there. They're going to call you that. They're going to get you on that every time.
It's a long time to hold that block. And the one thing I do like about that is after a long run, you try to stretch them to the other side. That'll wear a defense out, because we are seeing some Panther defensive linemen with their hands on their hips. We have seen them tire a little over the course of this game. We'll see if that continues. But now first and long from the 40-yard line. Eagles stay in the shotgun. This time give it to Quick on the right side. He powers ahead there for a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards on the play.
Panthers doing a good job staying disciplined that close to the line of scrimmage. They know what the consequences are of not wrapping up, not getting there. You have no secondary defenders to kind of track down the Florence ball carrier, so they're doing a good job, Sam, of staying to their game plan. They want to bunch up over the football and force the Eagles to run through them, and the Eagles have done a good job of getting around them at times, but still they're limiting big plays. So shout out to the Panther defense and the coaching staff on their adjustments.
They got the Eagle offense in a hole right here, still on second long after that penalty on first down. This time Reed keeps it off to the left side. He pushes the pile forward. He's got a nice gain on the play. That's going to bring up third and about 10 as the ball is right back at midfield near the original line of scrimmage. We've seen Florence with some success in these situations on third and long and on some fourth down conversions. We'll see what they have planned for this big third down here, as your defense has just given up a score that happened relatively quickly. You don't want to give this ball back to Brookhaven this quickly. You want to continue to let this clock run, as we're now going to go down under 9 minutes in this fourth quarter. And if any way possible, you'd like to keep field position flipped and potentially even put more points on the board. Reed in the shotgun. This time he's looking to pass. Steps back, and that ball is dangerously thrown into tight coverage and is knocked away by the Panther defensive back. Nice play by number 40 right there for the Panthers. That incomplete pass is going to stop the clock and bring up fourth down and potentially a punting situation. I don't think with this situation you'll see us go for it. Ball is just at midfield, but I really think you want to play your odds with field position here in this football game.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a punt here, maybe 10 to go. You'll see Boykin kind of roll out again, see what the blockers are like. He will roll out, but he's going to boot this ball away, and that's another good punt that hits and up back. So it should be downed right there where it hits Edmondson, which was around the 22 or so yard line. So they're going to say it's the 31-yard line. So not the worst that could happen. Sorry, the 26-yard line. So not the worst that could happen there. You want to get that ball up and away. But I'm more intrigued by the third down call, Sam, of a more complicated pass. You tried to set up a screen earlier. If that gets blown up, if it's complete, it at least keeps the clock moving. We had talked about wanting to keep Brookhaven on the field with the least amount of time possible, being up 10, but they choose to pass the ball into coverage, gets knocked down. More time for the Panther
offense as the quarterback fakes a handoff, keeps it around to the left side. A lot of room as he has good yardage for a first down, and flag comes down. Probably going to get more tacked on.
Yeah, they're going to get him for a horse collar there. I thought he just used the jersey to kind of grab him. Referees don't like that motion of pulling the runner backwards is dangerous for the ACLs and pulling runners down. So they're going to implement this 15 yards to the end of that run there. So
that's going to put the ball up
early
across midfield
for the Panthers.
All of a sudden, the Panthers are back in this football game, having just scored, and now the offense is on the move with 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Eagles up 10, but with the ability of this Brookhaven offense to score quickly, that feels like a tenuous lead for this Eagle defense. Really need to get a stop.
These quick run decisions by the quarterbacks are giving the Eagles some fits, not able to cause much penetration at the line of scrimmage. We'll see a handoff
to
here.
His running back this time as we can't get him on the ground. He breaks around to the left side, and he's off to the races now into the open field across the 40. And we do get him out of bounds that time. This is a nice job by the Eagle defensive back to get him before he gets to the end zone. As we have two guys that hit him in the backfield, neither one of them can get him down, and suddenly he's down the field for a 25-yard gain. And we're seeing this Brookhaven Panther offense really kind of have their way late in this fourth quarter.
It is just the same song, a different day. Florence able to defend that the best you could possibly defend it. They meet him at the point of receiving the football from the quarterback and just fall to the wayside, and he has the speed to get going, even after being stopped in the backfield like that.
1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Give it to him again. This time he keeps it in the middle and is tackled there after a short gain on the play. Not nearly as much room in the middle of this Eagle defense as there has been out to the edges, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yes, Sam, I'd like to see Florence get Cleon and maybe another athlete out on the edge and just stand there and stop. Just wait.
Panthers going quickly here.
And make them maybe a procedure penalty.
Flag comes out.
Yep.
Looks like it's going to be encroachment on the defense as he looks to the sideline. Defensive back all the way, maybe 12, 15 yards from the football, steps in the neutral zone, and that's a free 5 yards. Clock continues to run here. 7:15 left in the fourth quarter, as the Panthers are driving deep in Eagle territory. The ball now inside the 15-yard line. 2nd and about 4. Again, the Panthers stay in the shotgun. One wide receiver left, one to his right. Quarterback looks to pass this time, throws it out quickly to his left. That ball is caught and he is immediately tackled there as he kind of falls forward, and that is going to be good for another 1st down.
Yep, Brookhaven doing a good job of taking what's given. That soft cushion's been there all night. They haven't felt the need in those 3rd short or 2nd shorts to use it, but they use it there to move the chains. Sam, it's been a while since number 5's got his hand on the football. I would look for a handoff here.
They do give it to him off the left side. No, quarterback keeps it, pulls it. He's going to walk into the end zone untouched for another.
Maybe grab that
Panther touchdown. The Eagles do pick the ball up.
I thought he maybe flipped
There's
that ball
for
out.
a touchdown, but the back judge is coming in to talk about this, and he is just going to mark it down and say no. I thought maybe he was going to hold this up, but with a side judge with his hands up, that is a touchdown, and that's going to make it 24-20. Panthers have stormed back into this football game with their offense late here in this fourth quarter as they line up now for an extra point. Snap is back, hold is down. Kick is up, and it is not pretty, but it is good.
Sam, I was just able to look at the instant replay. I think we're going to find that ball maybe was out before he crossed the goal line. And I know that's such a tough call in live action. You don't want to make the wrong call there. Certainly he was wide open to the end zone. The safe bet is say, hey, give the kid the touchdown. But we're able to break that down. It looks like he extends that ball, and obviously our camera shots from behind could have very easily had that ball over the pylon. It looked like he maybe flipped that ball out at about the half-yard line. So interesting. Not going to help us much. We didn't defend that well, so not that we can complain much. But a good job by the Panther offense. Quick strike, and now all of a sudden it's a 3-point ball game.
We've talked about their ability to continue to score and how even though Florence has had a lead throughout this football game, and at some points that lead has been significant, you have seen because of the opportunities that they have had, when they have had them, they have been able to move the football in big chunks. And so Florence had done a good job before this fourth quarter limiting those opportunities, but giving them a few more late in this football game, and Brookhaven proving that they are not going to go away as the Eagles still have the lead here 24-21, but 6.5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Still plenty of time as the Panthers prepare to kick this ball off. 80 lines up to kick. Now he does squib this ball right down the middle. It is picked up there, and the ball is still free, and now is going to be covered by the Eagles all the way back on about the 12-yard line. A hard time handling the football. I talked about how I would be squibbing that football because of the wet ground and grass, and we see that happen to number 5 right there as he's trying to handle the football, and it is very wet. He picks it up, and then it comes free. Fortunate for the Eagles there to recover it. But this is going to start them all the way back near the 10-yard line.
I think he was trying to do a little much there. I think he wanted to flip that to the other back, man. Just almost a crucial mistake right there at the 14-yard line of giving the ball away. So good job, very fortunate by the Eagles.
Do see a formation change for the offense as they split 2 out wide, almost in a stack. Still no safeties deep. As Reed takes this snap, keeps it off the left side, follows his blockers all the way around out over the 15-yard line. It's going to be tackled there out near the 17, 18-yard line. Nice run on first down for Luke Reed and this Eagle offense. Again, the Eagles, no reason to panic right here. You're in the lead, and you have had multiple drives in this game where you've possessed the football for 4 and 5+ minutes. They've ended the second and third quarters by scoring with just over a minute left to go. And that was on shorter fields than they are on now. So plenty of field, plenty of time. You are the kind of offense who is structured to be able to, if you can put together a drive, milk the end of this clock, and finish and win this football game on offense, we'll see if they're able to execute and do exactly that as the clock runs down now under 5.5 minutes. Reed this time fakes, keeps off the right side. He's got a blocker to his left, and he is across the 35-yard line and has the ball all the way up out near the 38-yard line. Good run by Luke Reed for another first down.
Sam, I would love to see the Eagle offense stay spread out here. I feel like we've been able to, especially with the quarterback run, use that as a distraction to get some of the Panther bodies away from the line of scrimmage and able to run the football effectively in that space. Obviously, Florence believes in their power football, but I believe keeping Davis, as they will, they'll keep Davis and the other wideout, number 13, out wide there. So I love this. I want to see them run
Reed again.
And so do the Panthers,
and
apparently.
this time, everybody is coming after him, and a lot of stuff happening behind the play here. No flags come out. Reed is on that play, hit immediately as everybody knows now that they think he's getting the football. They jump the snap count and have him stop for a loss, bring up 2nd and 15. We saw negative plays really hurt the Eagle offense on their last possession as they had a big holding penalty after a big run on first down that put them behind the chains, and they never were able to recover and catch up. It led to a punt, which eventually led to the last Panther score, and here we are again now with a stop for a loss on first down, going to bring up 2nd and 15. Same formation, 2 to the left, Reed in the shotgun. He gives to Quick off the right side this time, who cuts it up, stays on his feet, out across midfield, has the first down, and he runs all the way across midfield and is
Goodness.
tackled there at the Panther 45-yard line. Just what the doctor ordered for this Eagle offense to get out of that hole and get a fresh set of downs as the clock now runs down under 4 minutes.
Sam, I know that I have not been watching football entirely long. I am not that old of a young man, but Zay Quick is an impressive runner, and I do believe it is ability to just stay on his feet. And you'll watch a replay of this. He is running backwards at one point in that play.
Keeps those feet moving.
He just keeps his feet moving. It's such an impressive runner. I mean, it's such an impressive ability for him to just keep moving in positive direction.
So here you go, Eagle offense back on schedule now at 1st and 10. Clock under 3.5 minutes. Reed keeps off the left side. Lots of room blocking off the left side as he is going to have this ball out near the 40-yard line, and he has a nice gain there on 1st down. This is exactly what the Eagles want to do, just continue to take chunks of 3, 4, or 5 yards and keep this clock running as now we go down under 3 minutes with the Eagles up 24-21 here in this 4th quarter. Again, we've talked about how you really don't want to see the Panther offense get this football back. Here now with the ball in the near the 40-yard line of the Panthers, potentially you're in 4-down territory.
2nd and about 6 to go, maybe 5.
Reed again in the shotgun, now in that double wing tight set, but with one receiver to his left. Motion, he does give it off to his right. And that is Brian Davis who slips a tackle. And he's going to be tackled there near the 35-yard line of the Panthers. Nice job stretching this Panther defense wide and then cutting back against the grain to get yardage up near a 1st down. Going to bring up 3rd and very short here for the Eagle offense, as now the clock is going to go down near 2 minutes. We'll see if this Panther coaching staff, how quickly they decide to start taking timeouts. I don't think you're going to take one here on 3rd and inches because it's not going to help you. If they convert and are able to get a 1st down, we'll see on their next stop if they start burning timeouts.
I feel like if they get the stop or if they don't, we will see a timeout used. They really have to try to stop this clock. 1:45 and counting.
Eagles going to get in the I formation here.
Reed on the keeper.
Keeps it.
It'll depend on the spot. I think they feel confident.
Looks like it's going to be close. Looked like he had enough push to get to that 35-yard line. I see the side judge signaling 1st down initially. He's the one with the spot. Now we're going to see where he comes in to spot it.
He wants that
clock is
moving.
running. 1:30. Make it a measurement
here.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to call for a timeout.
Brookhaven, and
have we gotten a signal?
I haven't seen a signal whether or not they were awarded a 1st down yet.
They have 4th down marked on the field. The down marker and the 1st down marker could not be any closer. But they're going to go with 4th down. That is the situation that we're in.
So with 1:21, it's 4th down. You need about half a yard. You feel like if you can get a good clean snap off, you go into Xavion Quick right here. You're letting Luke Reed keep this football.
I think I would go back to the I formation. I would put Zay as the up back in between Xavier Smith and Luke Reed. And I would let Reed keep this football and let those up backs get behind him. Let the big boys kind of lead the way. You would hate to, pressure's coming. You would just hate to, on the transaction, something happen. We've seen our guys fall down.
Is there any chance you go with a hard count here?
I maybe would.
A penalty will get you.
I maybe.
A 1st down.
I maybe would try it once.
You may try a hard count here. 1:23. Eagles up 3. 4th down, maybe 6 inches to go. Looks like the Eagles are going to come out in a power I formation.
There it is. Quick is the very back man. He's got Smith right there behind him.
Everybody's stacked
and right in
tight.
between them
he gets
is
it to
Case
Quick,
and Harris.
And he's got a big hole, and he's
going
free into the open field.
Oh, he's tripped up.
He's tripped up and now on the 10-yard line. But that is going to put the Eagle offense in a position where they can potentially ice this football game as they do convert on 4th down. And the Panthers have to take their 2nd time out now. Now the clock is running. They don't take the timeout. And we'll see when they use this timeout, as that's going to bring up 1st down and goal from inside the 10-yard line. Again, 1:07, clock ticking. There's no play clock on the field, which hurts the offense at this point because you can't watch that happen in real time. The one thing you can't have right now is a bad exchange.
Looks like we're
we're
going
going to stay in the victory formation and try to kneel this thing out. Is Brookhaven out of timeouts? All I can assume is they must be.
But I can't wrap my mind around them using any other timeouts.
And that is going to do it. The Eagles may have to snap this ball one more time to allow the play clock to run off. But if we can execute a snap and a kneel, then the Eagles are going to win this football game 24-21. Clock now running 17, 16, 15. There's the snap and the kneel. And that is
going to do it. Florence Eagles.
The Florence Eagles win this game by milking the last 6 minutes of the clock on offense, converting when they had to, and get a big district win tonight on their home field in Florence, Mississippi. Again, the Eagles win 24-21. We've talked about the close games that the Eagles have had all season long. This one didn't look like it was going to be close at part of the way through the third quarter, but we should have known better.
That's
because
right.
Every game we have had over the last month of the season has been close. We've had 1-point games, 2-point games, and we have come up short 3 weeks in a row. But tonight, in a 3-point game, we get a big win, and this one is in district.
Yeah, this one feels really good, Sam. You love the fashion in which it happened. The Eagles didn't trail in this football game. They never trailed in this football game. They had a 10-0 lead at half. They came out and got punched a couple times by this Panther offense, which was just an impressive game plan that they put together to go ahead and try to storm back into this game. Ended up outscoring us in that half, if my math is fast, 21-14. So what a half they put together. I'm very impressed by the Panther staff. But good to see our guys hold on to one that we felt like that we had in control of the whole time. The third quarter kind of got away from us, but wow, Sam, when we got the football, we said, we need to milk this clock. We need to milk this clock. And what about that 4th and inches to Zay Quick?
So we said what the Eagles needed to do to be successful tonight. One of the things they needed to do was to dictate the pace of this game with their offense by running the football and keeping the Brookhaven offense off the field. Early in the fourth quarter, the Panthers get 2 scores and are really knocking on the door, and they get down within 3 points. The Eagles get the football back with over 6 minutes left to go, and we said, hey, if they can just grind down this clock, they've got a chance to finish without their defense having to come back on the field. And there's not a lot of teams in high school football that are able to execute on that level and are able to pull that off. This Florence team able to do that, able to do it with their power running game, and with everything on the line, on 4th and 1 yard, you're able to bust a big run and seal the deal. What a win for the Eagles.
Yeah, just a fantastic football game. Now, granted, we didn't wrap up. We did a good job in the first half. I hated to see that one of my keys to the game kind of got put to the wayside in the second half. But we did stay disciplined. We did win the turnover battle. We did not commit many penalties, Sam. We kind of got back to football that we're used to. We did have a couple of neutral zone infractions, some offsides that were called on us, just eagerness to get the football. But overall, a good team win. We did get back to special teams. We did see funky special teams.
That's right. Stole a possession.
We stole a possession. And, you know, I love that the offense stayed in their zone. I love that Coach Davis and the team trusted their special teams enough to steal a possession. And look at the scoreboard. It came down to a possession. So what a call, what a game, and good job by overall the whole team. 3 levels, 3 phases of the game did their job tonight. What an impressive win.
So that's a big win tonight for the Florence Eagles over the Brookhaven Panthers to put them 1-0 in district, and that sets them up for next Friday night. They'll go down for a district game with North Pike. Now, North Pike is a team that has played some good games so far this year, but is not one of those teams who you expect to be battling for the district title. And so it'll be interesting to see if the Eagles can kind of gain a little momentum down the stretch here, as now they're into district play. And we hope that you'll make plans to travel down to Summit to cheer on the Eagles next Friday night. But if by chance you don't travel down there, be sure to tune into that football game. We plan to bring it to you right here on the Eagle Sports Network. And so between now and then, continue to cheer on the Eagles, and also continue to let our sponsors know that you heard about them right here on the Eagle Sports Network and how much you appreciate them supporting this great opportunity to showcase these student athletes from right here at our school in Florence, Mississippi.
Yep, Sam. I do want to just mention a little bit. You have seen sponsors roll across. A lot of those sponsors are sponsors of the football team. That does not mean they are Eagle Sports Network sponsors. I did want to mention that we are in partnership with the football program. So a lot of them were given access to live stream advertising. But all that to say, if you want to be a sponsor of the Eagle Sports Network, those will run through academic years. You will see your advertising through other sporting events that the Eagle Sports Network will bring you. Please reach out to our Facebook page if donating to us, whether it not be a sponsorship or your business wants to sponsor the Eagle Sports Network and show Florence community that you care, and in turn get some business out of it. That's the beautiful part of this partnership. We could not do it without our sponsors. We're extremely grateful for them. Sam, what a great night of football. Good to get back in the win column. Now that the real season has started, it is fantastic to start that out 1-0 and on what we hope is a downsled towards district championship, which was a goal for this football team.
You know, one of the things we talked about early in this football game in the pregame was, had this difficult schedule that Florence played made them battle-tested or battle-weary? And I think what you saw tonight was it had made them battle-tested. In the biggest moments of the game, when they had to come through, they were able to do so. And it showed that this wasn't the first close game they had been in. It wasn't the first physical game. It wasn't the first difficult game. In those moments, they were able to maintain their composure and continue to make the plays that they needed to make to get on the winning side tonight, something that had eluded them in the previous 3 weeks, but now when it matters most in district play, they're able to do. It was a great night of Thursday night high school football. Thanks to all of our camera crew, operators, producers, all of our fans, the administration here at Florence High School, and certainly all of our sponsors. On behalf of Ryan Keith, I am Sam Taylor saying tune in next time for more Eagle football here on the Eagle Sports Network, and go Eagles.